Welcome to the introduction to the swing offense. This is my EdTech 533 PowerPoint video submission. Defense is what Monroe basketball has been known for during the last decade and all of their state championship runs. We might also have heard the statement that defense wins championships. But after you have shut down the other team's offense, and Monroe now has the basketball, we need to have an offensive plan that everyone knows and is able to run to the best of their ability. Over the next couple of minutes, we are going to be looking at one offense in particular called the swing offense. There are many different kinds of offenses that can be run, but this offense is one that was created by head coach Bo Ryan, who used it first during his days at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, and then brought it with him to the University of Wisconsin-Madison, where he is now the head coach of the UW Badgers basketball program. So let's begin. This is the half court. There are several terms that you need to be aware of that I'm going to be using throughout this video as well as throughout the coaching year. First off, the three-point line. Three-point line is being outlined here in yellow, where anybody who takes a shot where both feet are behind this line and they make the basket can get 3 points for their team. The lane is the area that is closest to the hoop. Usually it has a colored paint from the home team's colors, but that's not always the case. But the fact that it is so close to the hoop makes it a very advantageous spot for the offense. However, there are some rules. You cannot be in the lane for longer than 3 seconds if you do not have the ball. So be careful while you're in the lane. There's also the lane line extended. Lane line extended is basically taking the sides of the lane and extending them out towards the three-point line. These will be key reference points for us as we set up our swing offense. There is also the free throw line. If you are fouled, and if the situation warrants it, you get a chance to shoot 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 free throws from this spot. Nobody is in the lane to block you, and you have to make sure that both feet are behind the line. This is also another reference point in the swing offense. Another reference point is the free throw line extended. Again, it's the free throw line, but instead we're extending it out towards the three-point line. This is also another line of reference. There's also a section called the wing. This is an area behind the three-point line area that usually is a great spot for us to try and inbound the basketball into the lane area so that we can get as close of a shot as we can. It also gives us a great advantage point of the entire floor. And finally, there's the post area. This is the area where our big men or we in the swing offense would like to attack with entry passes from our wing players. These are areas that all of us will be looking to exploit to try and make our baskets. When playing the game of basketball, you need 5 players on the court, hopefully at all times. There is a numbering system within the swing offense that I'm going to be talking about now, as well as their locations. A 1 is usually our point guard. They are usually the person who are bringing up the ball, and they are located at the free throw line extended on the right-hand side of the basketball court. Our 3 is located on the right-hand side's wing position, which is also free throw line extended. Our 5, or our big man, is located in the post, not on the block, but a step or 2 above it. Notice the triangle that the 1, the 3, and the 5 make. These numbers start this way so that we know that the odd numbers are starting on the right-hand side of the court. The other 2 players, the 4, begins on the other lane line extended, and the 2 begins on the other free throw line extended. These are our starting positions. After the 1 has brought the ball up into our offensive side of the basketball court, that player has 2 decisions, either to go left or to go to the right with his first pass. Let's say he decides to go to the right and pass the ball to the number 3 position. The ball gets passed over to the 3. The 3 is on the wing, and whenever we have the ball on the wing, we want to look into the post. The 5 player will try and post up his man for 1 or 2 seconds. If he does not get the ball right away, he then moves up the lane line to the corner of the free throw line. This is an indication or a key to the 1 to do a V cut to the ball side so that he can take the place of the 5 and look into the post to get the bounce pass from the wing. If this is open, this is a great chance to get a basket. However, if it is not available, we can then pass the ball from the 3 to the 5. Notice how as soon as that pass went from the 3 to the 5, the 4 went to screen for the 2. The 2 does a V cut so that he can get open, so that when the pass comes from the 5, he doesn't have a defender in his face. The ball goes across the lane. This is important because as soon as the 5 passes it to the 2, that is the key for the 1 to go out towards the 3's position to set a screen. The 3 is then going to V cut after the ball is passed from the 2 to the 4. Notice how our offense now has a triangle on the left-hand side of the basketball court. This is the beauty of the swing offense. You pretty much have everybody in the same locations throughout the entire run of the offense, except you're either on the right-hand side or the left-hand side. The 4 now has the ball on the wing. This is good. We want the ball to be entered into the post from wing position. If the ball is on the wing, we have to look in the post. If it's there, we get a good bounce pass or an entry pass to the 3. They turn around and they make the bucket and we score points. However, if the defense is still blocking it, the 4 can say after 1 or 2 seconds in the post, the 3 should come up the lane line, the 2 V cuts down, and then we could pass it to the 2 again. However, if that does not work, we can pass it to the 3, we can pass it to the 5, and we are running the same swinging motion again, but now over to the right-hand side. Notice the same 5 spots are taken up by individuals on our team, and we still have the same starting positions, but now we are back on the right-hand side. Again, looking for that bounce pass in from the wing, and if we can get that bounce pass in, we're looking to score. But that's if we go to the right first. What would happen if we went to the left? Making sure that the 4 can get open, we make that pass across the lane line. This is still the indicator for the 5 to the 3. The 3 swings across the lane as the ball is passed from the 4 to the 2. Once the ball is on the wing on the left-hand side, we saw this on the previous slides, that we are looking to enter it into the post so that we can make that layup. However, if that's not the case, the 3 can come up for the 4, the 4 comes down the lane line, and we can continue on with our offensive swing motion. There is a lot more that goes into the offensive side of the game of basketball, but these are the basics of the swing offense. During the many practices that we will have throughout the season, we will work on adding special plays and wrinkles to keep the defense guessing, but you have to remember that our team will only be as good as the last player to buy in. So watch this video as many times as you need to until you know what you're supposed to do. Ask your coaches and teammates questions because we are a team and should be ready to help each other. And finally, practice the same way as if you are playing the game. Thank you for watching.